EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one is caught. It's Patton. Down inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Let's get set.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The Spears with another carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. You look at this Steeler defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow able to find Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. And that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense They're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Leonard. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Grimes. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Grimes. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Operating from the gun. Leonard. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. York now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A little juke. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right shot. Shot.
A first carry now. This is Williams. Just a yard of a pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Granted, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
McPherson for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Now a 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a catch made. It's Patton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Leonard. He's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. With a carry, it's Grimes. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Burrow. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, 48 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. And then McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Leonard. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Leonard. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On the ground, this is Grimes. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. That'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Operating from the gun. Leonard. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to get him. They bring it down and sack back at the 16-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. York able to send this one through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Looking for Chase on it, and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
60 Eagles!
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this out ball into about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's out. He possession, 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Steelers 41-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Burrow looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my back down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat-Town. I got the crowd yelling.
On one, ready? Gun. Stop.
Out of the gun again to Spears. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. 180. Stop. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Grimes. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Caden Prater from 6 yards away. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Now it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
24-yard line.
Gun. Stop. Can. Stop.
They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Nice move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
York to kick off.
The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They're going to look to throw. And this one finds McConkey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here we go. 180. 11, 11, 11. MT, 11 MT.
From the 44, Burrow connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow on play action. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Again, it's Burrow. That one complete to McConkey. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Gun.
Hand off to Spears. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
11 Thomas.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he will take it all in for the Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line. The
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ready? Set up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Leonard. And the catch made. It's Patton.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Let's go now.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throw left side complete. That's Patton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down.
A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, on a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles.
It's out, it's loose. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle of game plans.
Keanu Burton will run down in the barrier.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Grimes. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 48-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Leonard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patton. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But
They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
27.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
On 2, ready? Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With third down coming up.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Browns. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Looking to throw. Leonard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one was over a long time ago.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Leonard. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. So that one is 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun. Stop. 180. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he rips that one incomplete there.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A carry here for Trevor Etienne. 20, 5, and he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Get it. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Cade York on now for the field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go. Stop.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Second and a couple.
11. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 37.
Burrow throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end fire move. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Aiden Hutchinson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go.
A give to ETN running right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Bell. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, that is It's now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Valuable lesson, man.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Steelers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9.